monument. Now, this in actuality is from ancient Egypt. Now, the reason why I refer to it as a Washington monument is because the word monument means to remember. What are you to remember? Wait, we got a woman right here. It says the Washington Monument. What are we supposed to remember? Shalom. My name is Tahar, and we down here in the pit of hell, which you might call Washington, D.C. We're down here to check out some symbols and go into some, break down some symbolic meanings that's here in this so-called capital. If you would pan over, you will see what's called the Washington Monument. Now, this in actuality is an Obelix from ancient Egypt. Now, the reason why they refer to it as a Washington monument is because the word monument means to remember. What are you to remember? Wait, we got a woman right here. It says the Washington Monument. What are we supposed to remember?
I'm a Canadian, and I was just listening to you to find out. I would think the greatness of a country, the democratic principles behind America.
But why would they have a pyramid or a Obelix?
I hate to tell you, to remind yourself of the women, you know, Cleopatra from Egypt? No. That's
actually, it's a phallic symbol.
Yeah, is it?
It's a symbol of it's a phallic symbol.
Is that right?
This goes back to ancient Egypt.
Yeah, that's right, okay.
So when you see this Obelix or the Washington Monument, you're supposed to be reminded of ancient Egypt. Because this society basis goes back to the ancient Egyptians. That's why if you take out a dollar bill, somebody give me a dollar bill. You see here the Washington Monument, which we know to be the Obelix. It says here on the dollar bill, it says there's a pyramid with the so-called all-seeing eye.
Oh, okay.
Now, the pyramid, again, goes back to the ancient Egyptians, right? Then it says on the dollar bill, see the Obelix, the symbol on the dollar bill, and by the way, this is not even United States currency. A United States dollar is actually a 1 troy ounce of silver, which is the silver dollar. That's a real dollar. That's why we have a thing called inflation. But going back to this dollar, so-called dollar, which we call a FRN, a Federal Reserve note. Federal Reserve is a privately owned corporation. On this dollar, can you get this? It says, Annuit Coeptis, which means announcing the birth. And on the bottom it says Novos Ordo Seclorum. Novos Ordo Seclorum means the New World Order. You heard the term the New World Order?
Is that Latin?
It's Latin, right. Annuit Coeptis, Novus Ordo Seclorum. Then it goes on to say, on the other side of the seal, there's a ribbon in the eagle's beak that says E pluribus unum. Now the term e pluribus, right, comes from the word plural, everyone. Unum means one. The whole world under one banner. The e pluribus unum. Now if the brother would give me the scriptures, give me the book of Genesis 11th chapter. And let's go to the point where it speaks about the Tower of Babel. We're showing you that the United States, really, their whole history is based on the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Babylonians.
Yes.
Okay?
Have you read Poisonwood Bible yet? By
Excuse me?
King's Lover? Read Poisonwood Bible. She uses the Tower of Babel in there.
Well, I'm going to get that book.
Yeah.
Mention that book again?
Poisonwood Bible.
And who wrote it?
King's Glover. King's Lover. She wrote Animal Dreams. She wrote Animal Dreams and Poisonwood Bible. It's a very, very good novel.
Okay, I'm gonna get that book,
yeah,
and I'm gonna read it.
The minister is tied in with Oh.
Well, she's probably part of that secret organization.
Probably.
You know there's a secret organization that controls the whole world, including Canada?
I would imagine.
It's called the Illuminati.
Is that right?
And your so-called, well, this country's so-called new president, Bush,
Yeah.
he gets his orders from the top elite. He's basically a messenger boy. That's all he is.
That's all we all know.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Now,
Bye-bye.
let's read that scripture. You got it?
Genesis chapter 11 verse 1. And the whole earth was of one language.
Oh, wait a minute. The whole earth was of one language. One language. It says here, e pluribus unum. Now the big thing now is a one world government. The UN, the United Nations, the whole world, all nations coming together under one banner, under one religion, under one goal. They're not trying to hide this. But you, the so-called citizens of the United States, and I can't even say these United States, the United States, because it's one place. You idiots, you believe, oh, there's no such thing as a conspiracy. There's no such thing as a one world order. The president, Bush, he doesn't take orders from anybody. He's the chief executive officer of the United States. Well, where is the United States? Pan around, pan around. I'm showing you the United States. It's so-called DC, the District of Columbia. Now read on.
And of one speech.
And of one speech. Go ahead.
And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the
And
east.
we believe that one speech to be English. Because in order for you to be a pilot, I don't care if you're from Alaska, I don't care if you're from Taipei. In order for you to be a pilot and to fly a plane anywhere around the world, you have to speak that one language. The official language, which is English. Go ahead.
That they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another.
A plain, a flat land. And this is a replica of that plain. Even though you got little hills and so forth. Go ahead.
And they said one to another, go to, let us make brick and burn them thoroughly. And
Hold up, they made brick. What is this? Basically, these are slabs of bricks, large bricks, concrete, whatever you want to call it. Look at the White House behind you. Basically made of concrete, brick. What is this building right here? The Smithsonian, concrete, brick. Look at the slabs that's around it. What are they trying to do? Protect it from somebody coming in here to blow it up? All right, read on.
And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar.
Well, the ancient Obelix, they didn't use the same type of technology, but it's almost the same. And they just finished redoing the Obelix, which the world calls the Washington Monument. Monument, meaning to remember. Remember what? Babylon, ancient Babylon. The Chaldees, the ancient Egyptians. Go ahead.
And they said, go to, let us build us a city and a tower.
Isn't that a tower?
Yeah, that's right.
This Obelix, the brother said 550 what?
550 feet tall.
550 feet tall. Why wasn't it 650? There's a reason why I was 5'5". When you understand numerology, you have a 5-pointed star. In Langley, Virginia, which is right up the road, you have the Pentagon, which is 5-sided. Go ahead.
Go to, let us build us a city and a tower.
This is that city. Ancient Babylon, modern Babylon, Babylon the Great. This is it right here. How have you become citizens of Babylon? The social security number. Calling yourself a citizen of the U.S.